After a fun night with friends, you're ready to go home and sleep off the drinks you had. You knew you'd be drinking, so you walked. After all, it's only a half a mile for you. The sun is well past set, as it's almost 1:30 a.m. Your small town is stone silent, and everyone has gone to bed. Not even any sounds from animals. Seems as though everything has turned in for the night. You promised to text your friend when you made it home safe, which chances are you'll forget, like always. But you always end up being safe. Same walk home, same drunken gait, same late night cigarette, but something is different this time. Something is making that same walk almost ominous. This something is making you think this route may have something sinister just out of sight. A sense of paranoia and dread wash over you as you realize just how quiet it is. You realize how empty the street is and just how alone you think and hope you are. With your senses piqued and your imagination running wild, you hear something that may or may not have been there. A million questions invade your mind. Did that bush just move? Did it get colder? Did I really just see someone? In your bravest, most intimidating facade, you turn around and yell, "Who's there?" No response. You turn around and sudden shock from what you see causes you to shriek in surprise and terror. There, mere feet from you, stands a tall, pale man, slightly illuminated by a nearby streetlight. You struggle to make out all his features, but only a few are very clear. Dressed completely in black, a very ominous smile, large, abnormal teeth, and eyes that seemed to have no color. Not only were they dark, but it seemed as they are an endless void of nothing. In the blink of an eye, he closes the distance between the two of you, and his hand, with a vice-like grip, has your throat. His hand is colder than ice, and without any effort, he lifts you off the ground. Your vision starts to fade, and you feel the pressure on your throat subside as your body meets the hard pavement. You try to crawl away, only to feel yourself hoisted up by your foot. You are now face to face with him as he bares his large, sharp teeth. In a flash, you feel a stabbing pain in the side of your neck. You feel your limbs grow colder and numb. Once again, you start losing consciousness, and the light fades out when you take your last breath.
Friends, and welcome to the Paranatural Podcast. My name is Ben.
And I fought off multiple dogmen to be here tonight.
Jake is back from Mel's Hole, ladies and gentlemen. And tonight, we're going to talk about vampires. Jacob, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, I sure am, Benjamin. How are you?
Oh, we're doing great. Glad to see you back.
Yeah.
No little sheep monsters or anything?
I mean, right? I never said that, but yeah, I'm back. And boy, I seen some shit.
Holy shit! Hey!
Yeah, all that was actually recorded in Mel's Hole.
All right.
Yeah.
That'd be one long microphone cord, man.
I smuggled it.
Smuggled it in your prison purse?
Yeah, the old prison pocket. And boy,
Well, no shit.
these hemorrhoids aren't doing me any justice.
All right. Well, we're glad to have you back, buddy.
I'm glad to be back.
All right, so vampires,
my dear.
All right, let's do it.
All right. So, vampires may be among the most well-known evil beings ever, mostly associated with Count Dracula, but I assure you, the history of the vampire is far more gruesome than some pale dude who sucks at giving hickeys. The true don't laugh. The true vampires are bound to give you all sorts of confusing nightmares. So, Ben, what is a vampire?
I mean, that largely depends on what kind of vampire we're talking about, but
and or where you're at.
yeah. Broad
Right.
definition, I suppose, is a humanoid undead creature that survives off the energy of human beings in one form or another.
Very good. Most of you would picture a tall, dark-haired, pale, pointy-fanged dude who lives in a castle and doesn't much dig sunlight. But what are they for reals? Well, they are not twinkly skin love seekers. They are hungry. Whether they can transform into bats or wolves is up for debate. They are, however, faster, stronger, and smarter than any human. Back in the day, during tuberculosis outbreaks, vampires were actually blamed. There are very strange medical practices for the cure of vampirism.
I think vampirism sounded good.
Vampirism. Sounds southern. When one would die from tuberculosis, they would remove the heart and burn it. The heart was then fed to someone who had tuberculosis. This is called consumption, and though it cured vampirism, it did not cure them from dying from tuberculosis.
Yeah, I don't think that'll do it.
Is everyone familiar with the name Vlad Dracul? You know
That's
it?
familiar.
It is.
I think I've heard of that guy.
Yeah. What do you know about him?
The history or
The darker history.
that he was the impaler?
Yes, Vlad the Impaler.
He liked to stick a people on a stick.
Yes.
He made Arab kebabs.
I've heard if you get them in season, they're pretty tasty. All right. So, yes. His more well-known title is Vlad the Impaler, and you'll never guess how he got the name. He was a jazz tap master.
Yeah, there you go.
Also a ruthless leader, and his favorite way to kill someone was some sort of impaling device. That's not all he did, though.
Impaling device?
Yes.
That's a real nice way to say sharp ass stick.
Yeah. Aztecs.
Ass sticks.
He would also drink a good amount of their blood. Pretty stupid, but hey, everyone has that one snack.
I mean, for me, it's M&M's, but, you know, whatever you do, you, Vlad.
Yeah, mine's kidneys. So, through all the movies, though all the movies have some sort of similarity between vampires, whether it's a weakness, taste for blood, fangs, coffins, bats, those movies are quite Americanized, even though they rarely take place in America. Around the world, there are so many different types of vampires, and some are fucking ridiculous, and others pretty terrifying. So I'm going to go into some famous movies about vampires that take place in the U.S., and all we can do is compare to vampires around the world. So the first movie I'm going to get into is a wonderful family film, The Vampire's Night Orgy.
But it kind of sounds sexual, so I'll roll with it, okay?
Just kidding. It's a real movie, but this isn't a smut podcast. So I'm going to talk about the movie Vampire Hookers. Again.
Shit! Hey!
It's a real movie, but kidding. How is about one even worse than that? Twilight.
Oof.
I know.
I say we go back to the other two.
Yeah. We all know this. What makes these vampires vampires? Well, though sunlight doesn't kill them, it shows what they really are. humanoid disco balls, and they're for vampires. Supposedly, it is the skin of a killer. They do have chompers on them and need blood consumption to survive. They can survive on animal blood, but it doesn't hold a candle to real blood. They're also faster and stronger than your average pro athlete. They can transform a person into a vampire, but it's a bit of a suckish transformation.
Wait. Oh, damn it. Where is it?
They also have a special power unique to each vampire. Gotta get those teen views. That's pretty much all I want to say about Twilight. So, on to the next. Unless, Benjamin, you have anything?
About Twilight?
Yeah, about
I
Twilight.
could spend the rest of this episode roasting Twilight.
All right, shut up. All right. The next movie I have is Lust of the Vampire Girls. Once again, kidding. But can you believe these movies are real? Like, seriously, what the fuck?
Well, I mean, vampires have been fetishized for so long that it really does not surprise me how many, shall we say, adult flicks there are.
Yeah. All right. Now, I want to talk about one of my favorites, Vampiros Lesbos. Okay, last one, I promise. What the hell is with this shit? Like, I Googled the top 100 vampire movies, and this is the shit that was up there.
Well, I mean, I don't know how to respond to that. Apparently, right? I mean, whatever. I don't even have a button for that. I don't have a thought for that. Yeah. No wonder the world's going to hell.
Yeah, but what the hell? One of my favorites is Let Me In. Have you seen it?
I don't think so.
That's such a good movie. This movie follows a little boy that makes a new friend that isn't exactly human. I don't know what state they're in, but it's always snowy and cloudy, so it could be Michigan. This friend of his is a little girl that is always barefoot and not usually around when it's daytime. In fact, she's never around when it's daytime. He notices that she is a little strange, but he's not exactly Mr. Popularity. Pretty much every aspect of his life is shit, minus this new friend. During the length of the film, we see an older dude going around killing people in a way where he can collect the majority of their blood. Though we're supposed to be unaware of why, most can guess. This dude is hunting for a vampire so she doesn't have to do it herself. One time, however, he loses the blood, and the vampire gets a friendly late-night jogger to be her snack.
I'm gonna eat you!
This shows her inhuman speed and strength. Now, with the title of the movie, you may have guessed that the vampire needs permission to come into one's home. Also, she doesn't age. I could talk about vampire movies all day, but that's not why we're here. So I will talk about one more movie that needs to be on this list, and it's not porn.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
The last movie is, drum roll, Ben.
That's all I got.
Shitty drum roll. The Lost Boys.
Oh, that is the best movie ever.
Okay, good. Because I wrote this part down. If you haven't seen it, I'm disappointed in you. You need to watch it before I never talk to you again. Great cast, great movie, a must see. The vampires in this movie are pretty much your stereotypical vampires, but a damn good movie. Benjamin, would you like to go into the movie?
You want me to explain the movie?
Fuck yeah.
Okay. So it's about a family. Well, family. Mother and her two sons who moved to a new town to live with her father, who is a hilarious old man. And essentially, the older boy falls in with a group of teenage punk rock vampires, one of which is Kiefer Sutherland in all his 80s glory.
And they drive dirt bikes.
And they ride dirt bikes because it was an 80s film and, you know, extreme sports.
Now, what are these vampires like, Benjamin?
What are they like?
Mm-hmm. Like vampire wise.
Let me think. They have some illusionary power.
Mm-hmm.
Minor, it seems.
Very.
Only out at night. They drink blood. They transform into like some bat type creatures with big fangs and real ugly faces and stuff. They're awesome. They're freaking awesome.
Now, what about their weaknesses?
So the usual holy water, garlic, sunlight.
What about their home?
Oh, and that like a destroyed building.
Is it?
Yeah. It was like
yeah. But
like
it's
a
like underground where.
Well, it was like a
hive at.
landslide took it out or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got a hive with all the other vamps.
Yeah, it was very punk rocky.
Yeah.
By the way, if you're hearing all of that in the background, my kids are out playing in the pool and they're freaking noisy. So
yeah. So they are also not very big fans of chunks of the wood to the heart.
right. You can stake them.
Yep.
You ever had an Irish woman?
What the hell does that have to do with anything, Ben?
I don't know, but I got a new toy, so I'm pushing buttons.
They are also very temperamental when one of their own dies.
Yeah, they're very cliquish,
Yep.
very attached to their own. Which,
Yeah.
you know, in that movie makes Michael a dick
Mm-hmm.
because they wanted him to be one of them.
Yeah.
And instead he staked him in the heart.
Right. And like, it's not saying his family wouldn't have been safe. Like, I'm pretty sure he could have talked him into it.
I mean,
But-
yeah.
So,
Wow, I just had a whole new outlook on that movie.
yeah. Yeah, kinda.
Okay, anyway.
All right. So, gear up with your super soakers of holy water, your garlic belts, and chunks of sharp wood as we go deeper into the real vampire encounters that will shake us all to the core.
All right.
I'm already shaken to the core. So,
We're getting all dramatic on it.
yeah. You know this isn't a comedy podcast, right, Ben?
Right.
All right. So, sorry, we're getting into a little bit more porn here, guys. But it's an honest,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
it's an honest living. I will not apologize. On May 1st, 1932, a 32-year-old prostitute, Lily Lindstrom, was discussing plans for the evening's May Day celebrations with her friend Minnie Jansen, a 35-year-old woman who lived on the same floor and made her living the same way. Lily was nicknamed the call girl because she was the only one in the building with a phone. Lily received what?
That's not what that means.
I know. Where do you think it comes from, Ben?
Oh, I guess every saying has an origin.
That's right. This one has an orgy. But don't you? Yeah, there we go. Didn't even need to do that. All right. Now, Lily received a call from a potential client asking if he could come over. Lily agreed, and Minnie left her to it. As I understand, she was quite good at this, so you better take that back.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
On May 4th, 1932, Lily was found dead in her flat in Stockholm, Sweden. She was last seen alive by Minnie. Minnie said Lily had gone to her apartment twice for condoms. She is safe and dead. On the second occasion, Lily was butt naked under her coat. That was the last time that was seen. Lily, that was the last time she was seen alive. Minnie had become concerned after ringing Lily's doorbell several times with no answer. She called the cops and they forced their way in. Lily was found dead, lying on her sofa with all of her clothes neatly folded next to her. She was naked still. Her skull had been dealt a crushing blow. What elevates this case from tragic to utterly bizarre was that someone drank her blood. In the room was a blood-stained ladle, a gravy ladle. Proud of this guy. Further inspection revealed that the blood had been drained from her body and the killer used the ladle to drink it. Despite the authorities' best efforts, the story leaked and the press named the killer the Atlas Vampire. Her final customer was never found. But I bet she got 5 stars on Yelp. Next, the authorities in Craiova, Romania, opened an investigation against 6 people who have impaled the body of a village person who, according to them, had transformed himself into a vampire and sucked blood from them during their sleep.
Get in my belly!
The body of Peter Toma had been unearthed 6 weeks later by his brother-in-law in the presence of several other members of his family, including his widow and his granddaughter. According to several testimonies, they extracted the heart, they burned it in accordance to local customs and protection against vampires. They dissolved the ashes in water and drank it. An autopsy confirmed the heart was indeed taken. The Sunday Times reported that several villagers affirmed this was an exorcism ritual practiced for a long time in the area. It also appeared to be quite effective against vampires. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you go back in the lore, and it became especially popular in the 1800s with the whole, burn the corpse, stake them to the ground, all kinds of weird shit that they did to stop vampires.
Yeah, finger in the bum, weird shit.
I don't think that was one, but hey.
Hey, how do you get anyone to run away? Finger in the bum.
Probably do the trick.
Yeah. So, next. In 1727, Serbian soldier Arnold Paoli returned from war, and it didn't take long for people around him to notice that he seemed more subdued than he had before. After a while, Arnold shared his beliefs with his fiancée that he'd been attacked by a vampire while serving in the army, and then he tracked it down and killed it. He was afraid he'd been infected. Arnold died a short time after his return, and the people of the village started reporting sightings of him about 3 weeks after his death. Reportedly, everyone who saw him died shortly after. Years later, the same area ran rampant with reports of vampirism, and somehow it was decided that Arnold, yes, dead Arnold, had been sucking the blood from cows. They also turned into vampires. Once the cows had turned into bloodthirsty moopires, they went on to terrorize the townspeople. Eventually, Arnold's body was exhumed, and it looked like there was new skin growing beneath the old dead skin on top. According to the story, he was staked, reportedly groaning and screaming as it happened, and then his head was removed, the body was burned, just to be safe.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's the first time I've heard of cow vampires.
Cowpires.
Cowpires.
Trademark.
Cowpires.
Should be a movie.
I'll call Sci-Fi Channel. I'm sure they'll make it. They did Sharknado.
Yeah. Late night HBO also did Black Sheep. Not the one we all know and love.
Mhm.
This is about mutant sheep that go around eating people. And yes, you can be infected and you turn into a mutant sheep vampire zombie thing.
Damn, nature, you scary.
Yeah. Look into it. This is real stuff. Okay. So I've been practicing this all day and my pronunciation is still going to be shit.
I'm getting dicked on this one.
So we're doing types of vampires now. Number 1, the Soukuyon.
I'd have to say it spelled, but that sounded French.
Soucouyant. Soukuyon.
Soukuyon, I think.
Fuck you, Ben. Love you, Ben. This lovely lady made the vampire list, but she's more than most people can handle. For one, she can shapeshift, but not just into people. Her true form is more of a shell in which she has to stay during daylight. Her other form is, guess? Want to guess? Go ahead, guess.
Her
Please
other
guess.
form?
Yes.
Besides Hot Lady?
Hot lady, yes. It's not hot lady. No, I said lovely lady. She's an old crunchy biatch.
Well, that's not lovely.
She could be a nice lady.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Goodness. What's her true form?
A bat?
You're wrong.
Oh,
Give her one more. Give her one more, Ben.
Mouse.
You're so wrong. It's not even living.
Well, that's fucking dumb then.
It's a fireball.
A fire. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yes. So this lovely lady, elderly, crispy, broad, can turn into a fireball. This is how she travels at night from house to house, drinking and collecting blood from unsuspecting victims. Don't you fret, though. Bad things only happen if she takes too much blood. You either become a bloodthirsty fireball with quite a flight pattern, or you die. That's it.
I think I'd pick Fireball.
Yeah. Now, before you panic, there are ways to stop her. While she's out for the night, find her shedded skin and salt the fuck out of it. When she returns to her skin, she will shrivel up and die. Now wait, even lazy pieces of shit have a chance. You see, she's OCD, so take a sack of rice and spread it out. She will collect and count every grain of rice, so get enough to keep her busy until daylight.
1 grain of rice. Sorry.
Have you listened to the count censored yet?
No, I have not.
It
I
is
forgot
the
all about
funniest shit ever. Now, this one, I'm going to pronounce wrong, but only because it's funny if I pronounce it wrong. The ass wang.
Okay, now do it right.
The ass wang.
That's not it.
What is it then?
The Aswang.
Ass wang.
Asswang.
Yeah, it's an ass wang. 2 syllables. Ass wang. And as you can imagine, this is quite a handful.
Whoop, shit.
Just to get things started off, how it's often referred to: a vampire, a werewolf, a witch, a ghoul, a shapeshifter. Yeah. This isn't the Brothers Grimm, though, so we're just going to talk about the vampire shit. So this dickhead often takes form of a gorgeous young lady. Yep, shapeshifter too. I said that. So its diet consists of blood and organs. However, it sucks the blood through a long, pointy ass tongue.
A proboscis, if you will.
Yeah, that was actually in the notes, but I didn't want to write that. Pointy ass tongue sounds better. And just before I get a little bit further in this, there is a great show on Hulu that I'm drawing a blank. Oh, it's called The Strain.
Oh,
Such
yeah,
a good show.
That is a good show.
They are called, what are they called?
Strigoi.
And there is quite the legend about them. And I actually wanted to make their own episode, so I did not mention them in this.
Yeah, they're a very old world type of vampire.
Yeah,
like
crazy shit.
Yeah.
It is forced to live in the forest far from civilization. However, can infiltrate society by marrying a person in the community. Once infiltrated, the mean butthead drains the spouse's blood and organs. They use the domicile as a hideout while raiding nearby villages for people to munch on.
You dick!
All right. This has a shitload of weaknesses, so I'm just naming them. And Ben, this is going to be so weird when you hear it, but I pictured you doing this.
All right, give it to me.
All right. Weaknesses. Holy objects, spices, salt, ash, stingray tail. Sorry, Steve Irwin. Large crustaceans, shellfish, allergies.
That's
vinegar, nut chew.
But excuse me?
Nut chew. Nut chew is one of their weaknesses.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know. It's nut chew.
We should maybe look that up because it might be important.
Get yourself one of them. I don't know. Chew up some nuts and spit them on her. All right. And last but not least, urine. For once pissing yourself is a line of defense. Ass wangs were believed to cause miscarriages, so countermeasures were developed. One method, and my favorite, is for the husband, in this situation, that's you, Ben.
Oh, okay.
Of the childbearing wife, is to return or remain under the house, butt ass naked, while furiously waving a sword around. And with that, we're moving to the next vampire.
That's beautiful. I love it.
Isn't that sweet?
Just come out from under the house naked, swinging a sword.
I'm the tower of power, too sweet to be sour. I'm funky like a monkey. Sky's the limit and space is the place.
Couldn't be much more badass than that. All right. Popular subject with all of these vampires is they're so hard to pronounce. All right, so this one, Rome. Oh no, Greece. My bad, Greece. It's from Greece. Greece.
Grecian, if you will.
Yeah, greasy, if you will. Calacanzaro.
Wish you weren't so fucking awkward, bud.
Sorry, I'm just pushing all the buttons. I wouldn't know how to say that one.
Buttons.
I wouldn't know how to say that shit either.
All right,
Fuck.
so you ready? Callicantzero.
Gesundheit.
Yeah. So this feller, I actually feel kind of sorry for him. Or it. It can be a boy or a girl. It is an extra dimensional being that looks at first pretty much human. It can only hunt on Earth from December 25th to January 6th. How people determine who these vampires are is their birthday. Babies born between December 25th and January 5th, they're the word I can't pronounce. So,
Do they have to be born in Greece to be one of them things?
are you a vampire?
No, my birthday's in April, but I have a cousin.
Fuck.
She might be a vampire.
Yeah. Well, so this was actually practiced, and this is fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
So, how to stop these newborns from turning, and you can only stop them when they're newborns. Otherwise, you have to wait until they die.
Okay, that makes sense. Sure.
Yeah. So, how to stop them from turning is by holding their feet in fire until the toenails burn off.
Okay, that's kind of interesting because fairy lore and changelings, there's a very similar process to drive out the changeling.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up, though. Who would hold a newborn? I don't know. Like, yeah, I've thought about it, but come on. So, yeah, people have done this. And if you fail to do this because you're a decent human being, it comes back the next year, half human, half animal, with a black face, red eyes, long ears, clawed hands, and very sharp teeth.
But it's not a baby anymore?
Didn't say that.
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure I'm on the right page here.
You ever play Black Ops 2 zombies when you're walking in the fog and those little baby zombies lunge at you?
Oh, yeah, they're creepy little fuckers.
Yeah, that's pretty much what these are.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'm going to try to pronounce this because it's funny. Yerma Yahoo! Benjamin, I'm going to spell this slow, and you're going to try it too. YARMAYHAWHO.
Yep. You're my Yahoo.
You're my Yahoo. Now, where could this thing be from?
Kentucky.
Australia.
Ah, damn it. I was close.
Hey, Kentucky is the Australia of the U.S.
There's some similarities. I was really thinking about that. There's some similarities.
There is. As you can imagine, being from Australia, this thing is fucked.
Yeah.
Not like the people. If you ever listen to this, Ozzy man, I love you. You have brought so much light into my life.
That's real.
Yep. He is the funniest fucker.
That is real.
Yes. According to legend, this creature resembles a red, frog-like human with a very large head, a very large mouth, no teeth, just suckers on its hands and feet. Yes.
So it's part octopus?
I don't know. Now, they are said to live in fig trees, and instead of hunting for their food, they wait for their food.
Lazy bastards.
Nah, it's delivery. They don't like DiGiorno. They like delivery. So, what it does is it waits for an unsuspecting person to walk under its tree. The creature then drops from the tree and uses its sucker to suck enough of the victim's blood for them to be too weak to move. It then goes and parties with animals, true story, until it's tired. It literally goes and parties with kangaroos and giant dinner plate spiders and all this shit that can kill you.
I mean, hey, you gotta have a hobby, right?
Got to. Now, this one is this is something else. So yeah, it parties with the animals till it's tired. Then it goes back to the weakened victim, swallows them whole, and goes to sleep. When it wakes up, it pukes them up, and the victim, who is still alive, still alive, it gets swallowed again, puked up again, and over and over and over until the victim starts getting shorter arms and legs, thinner from the blood loss, a larger head, and more Yaramayahu like features until it is, in fact, a Yaramayahu.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
So, yes, you get swallowed, puked up, suckered, and swallowed and puked up until you become a red, big-headed frog guy with no teeth and suckers on your fingers and toes. So, yeah, just look up when you're walking through fig trees and watch out for weird red fuckers in the trees. There's no cure.
Boy, I thought the drop bears were bad.
Yeah, these are drop frog vampire sucker octopuses. And finally, the last. It is by far the worst. Quite terrifying. Basically, can be found anywhere and steals blood from anyone it comes across. This one can carry diseases. It hunts in packs / large groups. Sucks your blood through a beak-like thing. They fly and they hunt day or night to make you very itchy. They are known as mosquitoes. And like the Hydra, you kill them, there's going to be more to deal with. So, the ways to stop these things, or for a second, use garlic bug spray and a flamethrower. Then you have 60 seconds of peace.
That's about real.
Yes.
That is real.
Yes. Bet you guys didn't know this stuff was so close to home.
Fucking mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes.
They're the scariest thing on your list.
I don't know. If I saw a big-headed red guy drop from a tree to suck me, I would think that deserves one in the movie title that I was talking about, you know?
Yeah, but Ebola. Or fucking West Nile. I don't know what mosquitoes got.
West Nile.
West Nile. I think they carry Ebola or something too, don't they?
How, Benjamin, they're very small. How are they going to carry a bowl?
Very carefully.
It could be an African mosquito, to which it carries the coconut. Or is it a European swallow?
That's a European swallow.
Monty Python.
An
So,
unladen
Benjamin.
swallow. Yes.
Does you got more for vampires?
There is one thing that I will add to this.
Good.
And that is about the Aswang.
The what?
The Aswang? The Aswang.
Oh.
So, you know, we talk a lot of shit about vampires and, you know, they're mythical, and in American culture, they're just not believed in whatsoever. However, in Filipino culture, not too long ago, I can't remember the year exactly, there was like a Civil War deal going on, and the United States military sent in special ops to help deal with this, to help deal with the rebels. And what these Green Berets did was, when the rebel patrols would go through, they would pick off like the last guy in the line going through the jungle, and they would snag this guy up, drain his blood, and then leave him lying in the middle of the trail for the other rebels to find. And they thought it was an Aswang. And the rebels actually left their bases and dispersed because they thought they were cursed. So in some cultures, these creatures are very real, at least in the hearts and minds of the people that live in the places where these legends come from. And I just find that fucking fascinating.
Yeah. Damn, Asswang, you scary.
Yeah, I want to say that was like 70s or something like that, but
Good group of years.
yeah, it was definitely like fascinating that they believed in it that much, even up until modern times. It's of course when you're finding evidence laying on the trail, that might help a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's like that one Bigfoot skull someone found.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Don't get me started on that fucking bullshit.
No, another thing is all of our American knowledge of like what we see as a vampire straight up come like, okay, so Nosferatu was the first vampire movie, wasn't it?
Yes.
But then Dracula came along.
As a movie.
Yeah. But Bram Stoker, he Stroker. He wrote it what in the 1600s?
1890s.
Yeah, I was close, only 290 years ago. Okay. But
1880s,
so like,
90s, something, late 1800s.
But one thing that people tend to forget, imagination can be wild, but there's always some sort of basis. Like, they're feared. They're very feared, and there's reasons for it. Like why Van Helsing was written, it was a straight up fear of that kind of stuff in the area.
Well, Van Helsing is a character from Dracula.
Yeah, but like they're
Bram Stoker, when he wrote Dracula, I said Stroker, didn't I? God damn it.
You did.
Anyway, when he wrote Dracula, he was pulling from all the various different lore and legends surrounding the vampire, and he took that lore and he changed it, and it became something else. And then people took what he had and they changed it and it became something else. But yeah, if you go back step by step by step, it all has a basis somewhere. Mm-hmm. And in the grand scheme of things, the 1800s was not that long ago. The world has changed a lot since then, but it was not that long ago. And it was the late 1800s when they were still attributing tuberculosis to vampirism.
Yeah, it was like people from around the world, like from the ones that I listed, as ridiculous as some of them were, they're feared. People do believe in them.
Oh, they certainly do.
And like you said, that story where they were dropping the last guy,
mm-hmm.
Like that fear comes from something. And
I mean, they were so afraid of it, they pretty much won the war without firing a shot. You know, I don't know how many rebels they may have had to actually, get in firefights with and kill by more conventional warfare means, that they didn't have to, because these people believed so heavily in this monstrous, human stalking creature that they just convinced them there was one in the area and they fucking left.
Yes. Imagination only does so much. So like this stuff, it's based on different legends and lores, but it's also, what are those based on?
And the fact that almost every culture, as far back as you can go in history, has some variation of this humanoid blood-sucking, or people-eating creature. That's kind of fascinating in and of itself. You have to ask, is it based on something real? Or is there something in the human psychology that makes us imagine such things?
I gotta go with real.
That's the more fun answer.
I mean, well, okay, so I'm going to get into this just because there are vampire communities everywhere. People who claim they're vampires, There's people who will only drink blood, and they will have like people willing to donate blood for them to consume. And like they'll have their teeth filed, they'll get like pigment changes. Like they are full believers in all this. And like I was going through Reddit earlier, and there's
Never
literally
that.
that's where you find the most interesting stories. But like you go through Reddit, and there are literally hundreds of people looking for real vampires to turn them immortal.
Yeah, I think more than any other of our, I'll say, Hollywood monster creatures or legendary creatures, people are just fascinated by vampires.
Yeah, whether it's feared or they long to become one.
More than any other.
Yeah. And just the amount of people who believe, who practice vampirism, like there are so many groups, and I don't exactly fit the old bill. So like I've wanted to go, not crash one, but just like
Experience.
yeah, see what it's all about,
Mhm.
see like the basis of everything. But there is very strict entry. Like what's that one show, My Weird Obsession or something, or My Weird,
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that. I've never seen it, but I've heard of it.
there's this lady who swears she's a vampire, and she'll drink cow blood, pig blood, whatever she can get, but she says nothing comes close to human blood. If she doesn't drink it, she feels weak. Apparently her blood sugar will go like way low if she goes too long without human blood. And for some reason it helps her out more drinking from a live donor, not just drinking a live donor's blood, but drinking straight from the faucet.
I feel like this is a good time for a Paranatural PSA.
Okay, go ahead.
If you are going to participate in any such activities, whether it is the drinking of human blood or animal blood or the giving of your blood for someone else to drink, be very fucking careful, because that shit is not safe. Okay? You do you, boo-boo. I don't judge. But be fucking careful, because holy shit, the shit you can get doing that bullshit. Okay, end of PSA.
Not only all that, but come on. Okay, so like look in the old fashioned times or all times. Even if you are a strict believer of vampires, drinking blood is not going to get you there. Don't just start drinking blood to try to become like them. You find yourself a vampire and you get chomped. And hopefully they let you survive. Then you become a vampire. Then you come back on the show and you tell us.
Over Zoom.
So we have something to talk about.
You come back on Zoom.
Yeah. Do not come on the show.
I'll talk to you all day on Zoom.
Yes.
You are not invited to my house.
I will stay safe in my hometown of Stockholm, Sweden.
Yeah.
If you listen real close, you can hear my accent. Yeah.
You do say a boot.
That's Canadian penis butt. But yeah. Also,
yeah, there are a lot of practitioners of La Vampire Masquerade.
See,
But
so
you guys be careful.
yeah, if you really want to experience the vampire lifestyle, as I have explained more times than I would like to in this podcast, there are so many pornos you get to dress up and be a vampire for the 20, 15 to 20 minutes that someone will watch until they stop.
You make it 15 or 20 minutes.
You got to watch some of the story. They don't just start off naked. But yeah, just find a vampire porno, join it, or do some frickin' cosplay. Join LARP. You can be anything. Don't go drinking people's blood. Don't pay someone $10,000 to bite you and then you contract AIDS. Don't do it.
Wait a minute. People really pay that much for that?
Yeah. Like I said, I found a lot of people.
You went down the hole, didn't you?
Fuck yeah, the Mel's hole. It is unending. There are so many people. There's people willing to pay anywhere from like $250 to like 20 grand to get bitten by a vampire to change them.
Hold on. I got to get on Reddit real quick. Totally unrelated. BRB.
Yeah, no shit. Like, I got the pale ass skin. I can look spooky. I want to chomp your neck for 20 grand. I hate daylight. The garlic is misleading.
I'm pretty sure like that is vampire fucking propaganda.
And I do die if you stab me in the heart with wood.
Yeah, same here. Maybe we're vampires, bud. Let's go make 20 grand.
Are. Yeah. But clothes stay on, guys.
And I'm going to need to see a blood test before we,
Yeah.
Like one done that morning.
And shower.
Please.
Very please. Put on deodorant. We don't want no stinky vampires. But yeah. So like, do it the safe way. The porn way is not the safest way, but it's safer than having a stranger bite your neck.
Last time I checked, nobody ever got hepatitis watching a porno.
Oh no, I meant join in on the porn.
Oh, what?
Become a porn star. Dress up,
I mean, I guess. They got to have some sort of like health code, right?
They have to. Someone's getting attacked by a vampire outside. Holy shit.
I can't hear anything.
They need to hurry up and finish the job. They need help. I might be a vampire. I'm pale. I hate the sun. The sun hates me. I've bit people before.
My girlfriend did say you look like the Lost Boys.
Yeah. So watch that movie. Tell me if you want me to chomp your neck.
You're not Kiefer Sutherland.
No, I'm one of the more attractive ones.
Yep, nope, Kiefer Sutherland's all I got.
Yeah, I don't have any names, but yeah, so that's all I got on vampires.
All right.
Do a porno, eat garlic. Don't walk under fig trees.
Definitely that one. You don't want to get puked up and eat it again.
Multiple times. Your head gets big, bulbous, red, and frog-like, and you get octosquid suckers on your hands.
None of that sounds like a good time.
I mean, depends on who you talk to. Be the strangest hickeys you ever get.
That you'll never live to tell about.
Oh, you live for a while.
Well, yeah, where you're getting eaten and puke back up.
Yeah, but like, while it's partying with the animals, someone walks by, be like, hey, check this out. Too weak to move, but I met someone. And they're like, nice. Then they walk away.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right, then, if you enjoy our show and you've made it this far, then do us a favor and share the show with a friend. Just tell somebody about our little show here, and that would really help us out, help us grow, help us reach new ears.
Also, one thing that I'm not sure we've mentioned, if we have, it hasn't been in a while. Facebook group, email, get on there. Tell us your paranormal experiences. Tell us your sightings. We'd love to hear them.
What's our email address?
Yeah, it is.
Paranormalpodcast@gmail.com. Or you can contact us through the contact part of our website, which is paranormalpodcast.com.
Facebook, Insta, Twitter, Yahoo Messenger, MySpace.
You got them all, but the last two were not on those.
Google Plus, Wikipedia.
I should make us a Wikipedia page.
We could be badasses there. You know, everything there has to be true.
That might be fun.
Upvotes, baby. But yeah, give it a thumbs up. Tell us your stories. Tell a lot of people to listen to us.
Yeah, every one of your friends.
Yeah.
Just let them know how weird you are that you enjoy this show.
And how weird we are. And how enjoyable we are.
Right.
And we will bite them for $20,000.
I'm not going to dispute that claim. Say you offer me $20, I'll bite you.
$20?
$20.
Ben's cheap. I want the 20 grand.
Well, $20 is no blood draw. Okay. 20,000, that's where you get the blood draw.
Yeah. $100 is a hickey. So yeah, we also need headshots to see if we're compatible. I'm single and ready to bite.
Okay, on that note,
watch out for ass wangs.
Watch out for ass wangs. Thanks for listening, and good night.
Good night. Benjamin, you're part of everyone. So, yeah, Vlad, you're cool.
Hold on a second. I just literally knocked my window out.
Oh, shit. Oh, boy. If this doesn't get edited, guys, I swear he is going full beast mode. I've seen him look that angry once or twice, and he's going to fix his window because he just shoved his head right through it. And Ben, if you're listening, don't correct me because you sound like a total badass and you're going to be signing butt cheeks for days. Like, oh my goodness, I can hear him yelling. What a man, my nipples are hard. Son of a bitch. This man with his manly, booming voice, hairy-like features, reminds me of a cryptid. It is called the monster beast. It originates from Iceland, everyone. It grows up to 6 foot tall, right around 260 to 280 pounds, I think. Got a big ass beard. Into the whole Viking shit. Probably packing heat, so don't fuck with it. And I wouldn't be surprised if he's hiding a claymore. Also, could be into butt stuff. So, yeah. Before this gets edited out, I'm going to beg that it doesn't. And the end.
Okay, where were we? I'm going to drop a little marker right there. Jesus.
All right, you got to promise when you're editing, you listen to what I was saying when you were gone.
Okay.
Okay.